So what's going on, guys? Rybox here, and welcome back to another episode of the MotoGP 21 career mode. And today we're going to be heading into the next two rounds of this Moto3 season, and that is going to be Catalonia and then the Saxon Ring. So let's see how we get on. We've got some upgrades now that we can finally do to the engine, so I'm going to get the engine staff on them, get that engine node developed, and that's going to take, how long did I say it's going to take? 7 weeks. And we've got the frame, so now we've got a bit of a choice. Do we want to go for frame vibration reduction or improvement in torsional rigidity? So this one will improve tyre consumption, and this will improve reactivity. So I'm going to go for tyre consumption because I am struggling a little bit with that in these races. So let's get that sorted, and that's gonna take 8 weeks, so not too bad. And then we can get onto the other nodes in there. But we've got, what have we got going on? We've got a new candidate available for the personal manager. Not gonna do that yet. Technical staff I'm gonna leave as they are as well. I'm really happy with the way the development's going. So if we just take a quick look at the standings, here you go. Here's the standings before we get into this episode. So you can see we're P3, 8 points off. But that could all change. Our form hasn't been too great lately. But if you are new to this series, do check out the first 3 episodes of this series. Go to the channel. And if you are new, get subscribed as well for plenty more MotoGP 21 career mode and other content. But here you go. Here's the other disciplines with Vinales leading over Mir by 54 points in the GP. So let's get straight into things. Let's head down to Catalonia then. So qualifying 1 then. I'm just coming out on our opening lap, and it's wet. It's going to be wet quali and a wet race as well. So these conditions are going to be consistent over the weekend. So this will give us a bit of practice for the race in the wet. This has been a pretty solid lap. Sasaki's the guy to aim at with about 4 minutes left in the session as I'm running a little bit wider than I'd have liked at that final corner. But here we go then, charge for the line. What's it going to be? It felt good, looked good from the splits. A second underneath for Sasaki's time. Very, very good. So we're out at the end of Q2 here. Personal best in the first sectors, but not fastest. Third sector we have gone fastest by about 1/10. So hopefully we can hold that through these final few corners now as we're charging into the final corner. Drop it down to 4th gear, and then pick the bike up and head to the line. Is it enough? We did have 159.8, was it, in Q1? Whoa, we're getting loads of time in that at the end of that lap. 58.9, a whole second faster than Messiah. That's crazy. The AI are weak here, and it seems in the wet as well they're weak in qualifying. I haven't changed the difficulty, but let's go into the race then. It's a wet track, not raining, but a wet track. So get in, put some fresh tyres on for the race, and we'll have to see how we go. If we have that advantage in the race, then that'd be brilliant, but I don't know if we will. So let's see. Going to be starting from pole again, and yeah, I kind of wish that the AI were consistent with their race pace to qualifying. It means you can get on the front row pretty easily, and then in the race you just have to try and hold on. But we're going to try and aim. We are aiming for Moto2 next season, so let's see what we can do then. From pole position, it's a long run into turn number 1, so if we don't get a good start, we're going to carry that all the way down this straight. Start won't be brilliant, but let's see them. Let's get ready. Palmo 3 off of the line. And we're off. Messiah gets a very good start. So does Rodrigo. Don't want to make contact, but here we go then. Side by side down here. Run into the line. Palmo 3. Into turn 1. Messiah gets the jump. And that was all because he got a better start. And someone's crashed at the back there. Huge crash back there. Crazy stuff there. But we're holding on for P2 for now. Good stuff, good stuff. Artigaz behind us. He's going to try and find a way through on the Leopard. I wonder if the AI will have problems with staying upright on the bike. They did at Qatar, if you remember back to episode 1. The AI were very good at crashing. Not so good at staying on. Let's see if we can go with Messiah. Don't want to run out of tyre. We've got 5 laps ahead of us. holding on to Messiah for now. He's sort of pulled away, but then we've closed him down again, and I've run it deep into turn 7. Oh, that will cost us. Oh, the rear end getting out of shape as we're on the curb, and that's going to cost us all the way up to turn 9, round turn 9. Pick the bike up again. Pretty good run, but here goes Rodrigo and a whole bunch of guys coming up to the back of us. Oh, look at the rear end into there, sending us out wide. Brake too late, push that braking zone too far. Too far into there. Oh, contact. This is what happens when you get in the pack. You just get overtaken like mad. Crazy stuff. Into turn 12. Come on, let's go. Round 13. Back on the power again. Into power mode 3 now. So that's lap number 1 done. That mistake there in the middle of the lap really did cost us some time. But let's see, we're still in the top 5, so we can possibly get a podium still. I'm going to leave it in power mode 3 for now. So we run down to the line. Into turn, not the line, turn number 1. Into turn 1, pretty good run around turn 1. Getting back alongside Alcaba. Switch it back to the inside. Artagaz in P3. Come on, let's get back up the inside, here we go. Oh, the curb. Keep away from the grass. Oh, mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. Unforced errors are costing us. Already getting back to Alcaba, so it's just a matter of time. Just gotta be patient, and we'll get the move done. Got Suzuki behind, he's not. Dunno. If we make another mistake, he will get through. We've got a long season ahead of us. Oh, track limits. How's that track limits? Just took too much curve. Those curves are deadly, especially in the wet. And the white paint on this game. Be careful in the wet of the white paint. Here comes Suzuki. Is he going to line us up the inside? He's going to think about it, isn't he? That's better into turn 10. It's pretty slippy out here. It's slightly off camber, I think. Oh, Suzuki's through. That corner is costing us. I haven't been able to get it right yet. Now we've got Darren Binder. Watch out for him. Watch out for the dive bombs. Dive bomb Binder. I'm not going to use any power mode 3 on lap number 3 here. I'm going to save it. Just see if we can stick with Suzuki. They've got, because it's wet conditions, you only got the one tyre to choose from, which is the medium, so we haven't got tyres to worry about. 58.7 from Rodrigo, 59.5 from us. See what I mean by the AI's pace compared to qualifying? It's just not as good, is it? Qualifying they're really weak, and in the race they're much stronger, so that's annoying. But Milestone games, they've always been a bit like that with the MotoGP series. The rear tyres starting to feel a little bit worn, to be fair. Starting to slip around a little bit, but let's see if we can get Suzuki back up the inside. Not quite able to into turn 4. Back on the power. Oh, come on. I thought we'd be able to get nearer the podium. I was obviously very wrong, but if we can get back in the top 5, that would be good. Into 6, 7, through 8. I don't know if we're going to be able to line up Suzuki around here. I'm going to try drop it down to 3rd gear around turn 9, see if that pays off. It's a little bit better. Gives us a better run on the straight. Just struggling in this braking zone. The rear slides as you're trying to turn it round. Right, I'm going to start using up some of this excess fuel then. Let's see if we can get a move done on Suzuki. Get back in the top 5. This lap time's a lot better. 3/10 under our personal best. Should keep building with consistency. keep chipping away. Going to be a quarter of a second quicker on this lap. 0.3, 59.2. Fast lap of the race is the 58.7 set by race leader Rodrigo. Here we go up the inside of Suzuki. Just about. He's going to push us through turn 1. Thanks very much. Oh, there's a crash behind somewhere. Drifting out wide, the rear tyre. Oh, I couldn't get the grip up there, but Darren Binder's still with us. I didn't realise they were this close behind us. But we're having to fight for this P5 position. The top 4 look to be going away, so chance of a podium very much slipping away. Literally as we're sliding on down into turn number 5. Wet weather riding is a lot trickier on this game. With the new mechanics, the new physics. Around turn 7 then. Blast up the lot. Oh, I keep doing that across that corner. Costing us track limits. That's a pretty good run out of there. Palmo 3 as well. Gonna put it back down to 2. Oh, just get the bike slowed down. Don't know what this flash is about. The spray textures are glitched out a little bit. Just noticed that now and I can't unsee it. It's distracting me. We're a 10th quicker, 2 tenths quicker almost on this lap. Gonna be another personal best. We keep building the lap times. Get back into Palmo 3 now. On turn 13, the final corner, we're going to be starting the final lap now. Look at this run all over the back of Suzuki. See you later, Slipstream and Palmo 3 going to tow us along. 58.9, breaking into the 58s for the first time in the race. Good pace here now. Can we close down Messiah? These guys are going to be battling it. Look at this. Look at these two, they're all battling 3 wide through here. This is going to cost some time. This is going to allow us to catch right up. Hold a nice tight line around turn 3. Much better lap time. Look at this, 4 tenths up on this lap already. The track is drying up. Got to be careful of the fuel. Messiah goes from P4 to P2. Rodrigo was leading this race, now he's in P3. And it's Alcaba, his teammate, I think he is, leading. Maybe we can pick off Artigas. Palmo 3 through this section. See if we can line him up. Artigas. Ooh, we're pushing him. Had nowhere to go. Is it better through here? We're a second up on this lap. I don't know how we found this pace. Round turn 9. This is going to be a huge lap. An absolutely monstrous lap. Oh, not so good on the brakes there, and I'm slipping. There's no grip there at the rear. It's hard to get us back through. Oh, that turn 10. I think it's turn 10. It has cost us all race long, and it's just cost us P4, I think. Crucial points. Look at the track. The track's pretty much dried up. We've lost all that time. We were a second under our personal best and now we're only 3 tenths. But it could be fast lap of the race still. It's going to be P5, so a good solid points finish. P5, I'll take that. Not bad at all. Gets us that step closer to Moto 2. But there you go, P5, 58.6, not quite fastest lap. Who got it? Foggier. Very nice. Messiah takes the win then. So he takes the lead in the championship too. We fall behind Alcaba, well, joint third with Alcaba, 20 points off, and Darren Binder, he's demoted to P2 in the championship. So a very interesting race actually. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. P5, not quite a podium, but solid points for our effort. So I would take that. Good consistent results. So next up will be the Saxon Ring, which is a pretty tough track for me traditionally, at least in the MotoGP class. Let's see what we can do in Moto 3. We made it through into qualifying 2. We got second place in that qualifying 1 session. We went out for 1 lap. Did a 31 flat, and then, yeah, we made it through. So that's good. We're going to whack on some fresh tyres then. I'm going to skip along and we'll go for a 1 stint at the end. We do have scope to do a 2-lap stint if we need it, but let's just stick to 1. I mean, I struggle through the first sector, really struggle through the first sector. 31 flat was our time, so that's about half a second off current front row, man. So let's go out. Let's see what this lap time is like. It's been quickest so far, just by a 1/10 of a second. We take pole position, well, provisional pole from Messiah. Let's end off the session. Is it enough? Yes, another pole. Yet again, another pole. But let's see if we can convert it. We're having issues because the AI, like I keep saying, they're weaker in quali, but in the race they're a lot stronger. The race is where the AI difficulty is. In qualifying, they're just that little bit off. At least in Moto 3, I like to see what they're like in Moto 2 and MotoGP. But anyway, let's go for some new medium tyres on the front, and we're going to go for a hard rear. And I'm going to leave a full tank of fuel in, so let's see what we can do then. Messiah's gone for a hard front. Everybody else on the front 2 rows, hard rear, medium front. Bit overcast here, so tyre temperatures we're going to have to keep an eye on. But this Avintia bike's really nice. We've upgraded it and it's very competitive at the minute, so I'm pleased with our performances. And like I say, if we can't get the World Championship, not the end of the world. The main objective this first season is Moto 2. But here we go then. Messiah, yet again, gets a very good launch off of the line. And oh, we're caught out to dry on the outside there. McPhee's up the inside, and so is Acosta. We're going to get in front of Acosta and behind McPhee on the Sepang Racing Team bike there. Oh, being pushed along by Acosta. I take a nice tight line around turn 3. That works for me. And I've been pushed out. Oh, contact. Rodrigo. I'm so sorry, man. That's Costa's time. Not as much time as Rodrigo, but a mistake there. Right, we've got to settle back into a rhythm. No damage seems to have been taken, so that's good. But we've lost touch with the front 2 now. We were all over the back of them. I just got shoved through the first little section by Acosta, and it shoved me offline. Like I say, I like to take a nice tight line around there, but the AI take a different line. They just rode through me, and then that set me off, and yeah, our lines collided. So unfortunate at the start of this race, but we're lucky to still be on the bike, I guess. Oh, huge crash. What? Everybody's hit the deck. What on earth happened there? Someone else has hit the deck. Oh, I remember this happened on last year's game. Right, let's take a look at Acosta then. I don't know who hit the deck first. Oh, everybody just... Oh, okay, this isn't a very good camera angle. Let's take another look. Let's take a look from ahead. Oh, man. Let's take a look at John McPhee. They all just tip it in. And down they go. Let's take a look here. Is everybody going to go down? Oh! Oh, everybody's down. Everybody's down. Look at this. Whoa. Oh, my word. Crazy scenes. But if I can stay on, then there's absolutely no pressure on this race, because I know that lap after lap the AI are going to make this mistake, because they did it last year. I remember here. I think the Moto 3 and the Moto 2 were really bad for it. MotoGP was pretty bad for it, but not like this. Every rider, I think, crashed along that curve. This is the line I take around turn 3. I don't know if it's quick, but it's the only line I can sort of take around there. But we lead then from Messiah, who is right there. He must have not fell off. Oh my god, I'm in the gutter and come on. That's cost me. I struggle around here at the Saxon Ring. We've got Messiah behind, and I bet he falls off at the end of this lap. It's a short lap round here. And we've got 7 of them, and we've already done number 1. Around turn 10. Let's see what happens. Let's look at the stack on the left hand side. Does everybody stack it? Yep, there he is. Messiah, down he goes. Look at it on the left hand side, crashes everywhere. That is absolutely crazy scenes. Crazy scenes. So, all I need to do is stay on the bike. Stay on the bike, bring it home, and this should be an easy win. And a very nice points haul for us. You got to take the opportunities when they come, and if the AI are going to mess up like that, then I'm going to take it. Minyo is behind, and he actually went faster than us. But you can guarantee he'll fall off in a few laps time. Oh, Minyo's crashed. What a surprise. And Messiah. He was closing down, Minyo was. He was closing us down. Everybody crashing at that corner. Very nice. I mean, yeah, he caught up over a second on that lap. But he's decked it. And now the gap is 7.3 to Minyo. Something's up with the time in here. It says Minyo is a 10th behind. Apparently, that's what it says, but he clearly isn't. And look in the top right, look at the green 3-minute 1. I don't know what that is. That usually says how far off your off your personal best time you are, or how far under it you are. So something's up with the timing. So I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this race. At the minute, we're in the lead. And it should be quite a commanding lead, but let's just bring the bike home. So then we took the win. I sort of zoned out there. But we took the win, and yeah, there was only 7 people that finished. So that's our first win as well. It's a shame that we had to take it like this, but I'll take the points. It's going to do us really well in the championship. It really is. So take a look at that. We take over at the top once again. Again by AI error. But we lead by over Messiah by 4 points. So not a lot in it. We take the top again. Avintia do over the Red Bull KTM team. And we can celebrate our first win with the team. And in Moto 3. And on this career mode, we've had a couple of podiums. Some solid top 10 results. Very solid start to this season. We've got a fantastic bike. We've developed it quickly. So it's right up there in terms of competitiveness. So maybe we can mount a fight for the World Riders' Championship. This race could be a turning point. It's the sort of the realisation that, you know, we could win the Moto3 Championship in our rookie season and the first season of this career mode. So because of the last race, we'll throw in a bonus race this episode. We'll do a triple header because that wasn't much of a race, was it? It's not very fair, so we'll throw in Assen. I absolutely love this circuit, so I'm quite excited to get into this race. Can't wait any longer. We're here in Q2, and we're lining up the start of our one shot at qualifying here. 3.5 minutes ago, I could do another lap. I don't know why the rear tyres gotten so hot. That's weird. But anyway, look at this, halfway through the lap, and we're 2,000ths underneath of McPhee's time in that second sector. 6,000ths through the third sector. It's all very tight. We've only got a few corners to go, just the last chicane to navigate. Absolutely throw it through there. Hook that up. Lovely, if I do say so. And head to the line. Oh, look at that. That last corner there gained us almost 2/10. Brilliant stuff. So we did get pole from John McPhee. We did nick it from him in the end, so I'll take that, and we're going to whack on a brand new front medium and a brand new rear hard rear tyre. So let's go. I think we've got 6 laps ahead of us here. Oh, Alcaba's gone for hard front and rear. Wonder if that'll pay off for him, but let's see if we can convert this into a win. I mean, we got lucky last time out, obviously at the Saxon Ring, but let's see what we can do here at Assen. But that luck has converted into a lead in the championship and a sort of a realisation that we could take the Moto3 world title. So let's see what we can do here. Got to keep it consistent. And we've got to race hard. Coming to turn number 1 then. Who's that? Alcaba up our inside. He's gone from P4 to P2. Side by side with Suzuki. I'm leaving it in power mode 3. Oh, watch out for Messiah. Around turn 4. Flick it in. Quick change of direction into turn 5. Come on, we've got Darren Binder behind as well. Dive bomb Binder. I'm going to take it out of power mode 3 in a minute. Right, so it's pretty overcast, so overheating tyres shouldn't really be a problem. But look at this Messiah up our inside, and so's Darren Binder. They're very strong. Very strong. The Petronas bike is a strong bike, and so is that Red Bull KTM. Saying that, our bike is a strong bike as well. Just been beaten up a little bit at the start, but if we can get in the top 5, that'll be good. But we need to be challenging for podiums and wins, especially if we want to try and take the World Championship in the Moto3. Let's see. Bit of a gap forming. But John McPhee leads over Suzuki. Messiah, Alcaba, Binder. I seem to have better late race pace. We really seem to learn and understand the track over the first few laps, and then mid-race, towards the end of the race, we really can go on a charge. And we're strong in this last sector, as you can see. So that's good. Binder's through on Alcaba then. Let's see if we can do the same thing. He's gone defensive. We're going to have to go to the outside. Break as late as we can, but he's back up the inside. That was never going to work around the outside, so sort of had to back out of it. Line ourselves up nicely. We're going to, too much curb there. Lucky not to get a corner cut. Wide into 3 there. Oh, that's let Rodrigo through. Oh, contact with Acosta. He just snuck up the inside and the lines collided. Alright. See if we can get Rodrigo. Lucky not to fall off there. Those sorts of collisions. Just that little tap and down they go. Usually you go with them. That mistake into turn 3 cost us. It cost Acosta as well. What's the gap? 6/10 to Rodrigo and Alcaba. And we got an angry mob all over the back of us. I'm going to put it into power mode 3. We need to close this gap as we get a track limit warning. A little bit of track extending there. Round 11. Rodrigo going for a move on Alcaba. 8/10 back we are. This last sector we're a lot better at, so maybe we can close them down through the final corner. If we can hook something up, we're leaving that pack for dead. It looks like such an angry mob behind, doesn't it? Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm thoroughly enjoying this Moto3. Easing us into the new game. Ah, I've run it deep there. Yeah, Moto3, because hopping on the GP bike straight away with these new brake mechanics is very tricky depending on what riding aids you want to use. And some of the riding aids just are naturally slower, like the brake modulation. You can't brake as late in the corners, so turning that off and having to manage it manually can be quicker, but of course you have to manage it well. So hopefully progressing through Moto3, then into Moto2 and then GP will give us a good nice learning curve, and hopefully we can be on the pace by the time hopefully season 3 comes around. That's the aim, get into MotoGP for season 3. And if we can become Moto3 or Moto2 world champion along the way, that'd be fantastic. So then power mode 3 chugging along. After this lap we'll be halfway through the race. And Messiah's overtaken at the front. Suzuki P2. Darren Binder P3. And John McPhee's gone from 1st to 4th. That can happen very quickly in this class. These small bikes. Very close racing indeed. And who's behind me? Minho, I think it is. They've caught right up to the back of us. The middle part of the lap, we seem to lose time to the AI, but we bring it back in the 3rd sector and the 4th sector. So that's good. And we are half a second up on our personal best lap time. I'll take that. Fast up of the race is a 45 flat from race leader Messiah. We're currently on a 45.9, but That's about to change, I think. See what we can do around the last few corners. See what I mean? We catch right up to Alcaba. Oh, another track limit warning. Power mode 3, come on. Use the slipstream. We're going to go up the inside here. The AI are strong on the brakes. Into turn number 1. So we're going to have to commit if we want to do it. And oh no, he gets us back on the cutback. To back out a little bit there. I'm going to save the extra fuel for similar moves in the coming lap. So we're now at the second half of the race, and it's time to push if we can. And this is where naturally I seem to find more pace. Get a cutback through turn 5. Brilliant stuff. Whoa! Contact as I was switching into power mode 3. Minho comes through on Alcaba 2. I need to get back in the slipstream with Rodrigo here. So if we can clear Rodrigo and try and bridge the gap to P4. Look at this, round 7. Oh, make easy work. Oh, another track limit warning there. Just pushing too hard now. Rodrigo's hooked to the back of us. He's going to come through as well. Ooh. Someone's down behind. Oh, he's going to get back at us here. Oh, got to give him the space. Rodrigo's back through. That's not part of the plan. Let's flick it into power mode 3, get a good launch on the brakes into the final corner. Oh, he was brave there. He had to be there, and it's paid off for him. He's back in front. Darren Binder 45 flat. We just hit a 45.6 with that battle. Braking a little bit later into turn 1, and we're being pushed through. Rodrigo's down. He was pushing us through the corner, and there's a huge crash. Absolutely huge crash behind. But at least Rodrigo's gone now, unfortunately. I mean, he was pushing us through the corner, so don't feel so bad. But that crash indicator's still up. People can't still be crashing, surely. Free track, green flag now. Right, we've got Minho behind. He's been behind this whole time. And we've got 1.3 to McPhee and Binder up the road, and Suzuki now. Tyres are starting to feel a little bit worn there. You saw the rear sliding around as we change in direction. Another track limits thing there. Oh, there's a crash. The two Petronas riders collide, McPhee and Binder. That will cost them. And that means it's a fight between Messiah and Suzuki. But Binder came out worse than McPhee, and I've got Minho all over the back of us. He's been on a bit of a charge on this last lap. My tyres are gone, and I'm half a second under my personal best time. But can we get McPhee? He's a little bit too far ahead, I think. Minho's still behind though, isn't he? Through the final corner. Gonna have to be careful. Oh! I had to stand the bike up because we're one thing away from a track limit thing, and oh, Minho, that mistake. I had to stand the bike up through that chicane. I couldn't afford to get a corner cut, or else I'd get a time penalty because I was one warning away from a penalty, which would have been long lap, which obviously we can't serve. So they'd have added time to the end. Oh, but P5 in the end. Could have been P4, but I'll take P5, not bad. Which means, what's the championship look like now? We're demoted down to P2. We're 10 points off of Messiah. Darren Binder P3. He should have been further up. But obviously crashing with his teammate, McPhee, who's down in P11. But yeah, an interesting race once again. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Not as competitive, but, you know, we're at the right end. If we can just get that edge, we need to get those 2 more upgrades on the bike, and then hopefully we can be competitive enough to fight for those podium positions, which are going to be crucial if we want to take the Moto3 Championship. But that's been it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed some crazy antics today, glitches from the AI, and very close racing there at Assen. But if you are enjoying the series, remember to get subscribed for plenty more. But for now, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.